Hey guys, and welcome back to another brand new solo leveling video. And yes, in today's video I will once again talk about how good the stuff lists are for episode 6 of season 2 or the episode 18 of solo leveling. But before that, let's take a look at the preview images that just got released when the stuff actually got revealed as well. So yeah, without further ado, let's just go on and let's take a look at the preview images. Alright, so for the first image from the actual preview itself, we have Kargalgan from the previous episode. I'm not sure what he's doing right here. The monster design definitely looks pretty great, and I am definitely looking forward to how the compositing will actually look like, because this looks pretty great. Next image, we have Sung Jin-woo himself. Looks very much intimidating in this particular episode. I would say that the character design actually looks very neat. Obviously, we still have the very sharp chin of the famous solo leveling Sung Jin-woo anime look, which is, to be honest, it doesn't really bother me that much. But hey, it still looks pretty cool here, so yeah, judging by this frame, I would say that the entirety of this particular episode should look pretty consistent with how good they actually look. So yeah, next up we have Ki-hun, the leader of the squad, and well, I would say this is definitely a scene that will definitely have a pretty fluid moment or fluid movement, because I actually saw this particular scene in movement and it looks pretty great. So I am very much looking forward to see how great or how good this particular episode is going to be, because this already looks pretty nice. This actually looks great. The compositing as a whole looks nice. So I am just excited for this. Next up is Igris ? Because how is he purple? I'm not a manga or I'm not a webtoon reader, manhwa reader for this particular series, so I'm not sure how did he get this color, but I guess it's some kind of an upgrade, I guess, I don't know. But yeah, definitely looks great. Look at the motion blur there. I would say that this scene will definitely look better in motion, so yeah. And as for the last preview image we got is Cha Hae-in herself with the iconic pickaxe. I've been seeing this particular webtoon page panel everywhere. It's pretty much satisfying to see her in anime format with this outfit and with that iconic pickaxe. So I am very much looking forward to the next episode. Now, with the preview image finally being talked about, let's talk about the stuff list itself. Alright, now let's take a look at the stuff list itself. So we have storyboarder and episode director Takayuki Kikuchi, chief animation director Hirotaka Tokuda, animation directors Yusaito Yuki Kobusa, Koko Dei, Dai Imaoka, Kotetsu Tonosaki, Masaki Mori, Kaito Hashimoto, and No Song-woo. But we also have animation director assistants, which are Ayaka Kono, Takumi Nita, and Ryusen. And as for action animation director or action director for this particular episode, we have Taka Fumitori. Alright, what I can say is the fact that this episode is definitely a high priority episode. Unlike episode 2, this is definitely a high priority episode of the season, because I would say this is one of the few episodes that has a pretty large action from what I have seen or from what I've heard from a lot of people. Alright, now with that being said, let's talk about the storyboarder and episode director Takayuki Kikuchi. Alright, so Takayuki Kikuchi pretty much has a pretty extensive background in animation and direction, and he has contributed to some notable series such as Kaguya-sama Love is War, where he worked in the animation department, and Sword Art Online the movie, Ordinal Scale, where he was part of the animation team. Meanwhile, in Akebi's Sailor Uniform, Kikuchi took on the role of director for an episode, pretty much showing his versatility in both animation and direction. And as for his past work, Kikuchi has previously served as storyboard artist and episode director for episode 3 and 11. And I would say that this 2 episodes has been praised a lot by the community because of how visually appealing. I would say that episode 3 and episode 11 is definitely one of the most memorable episodes in the entirety of solo leveling, and his name, Takayuki Kikuchi, every time he directs an episode of solo leveling, it will be a pretty much cinema. So yeah, please do look forward to this particular episode because his direction is again going to be mind-blowing. Next up, we have the chief animation director, Hirotaka Tokuda. So before we actually get into their past work, let's talk about what does a chief animation director does. Basically, maintaining the consistency of the character model so that it doesn't go off model in the episode. And Hirotaka Tokuda is being in charge for this particular episode, and they are the core staff of this particular series and has worked as chief animation directors for a lot of episodes in Solo Leveling, as well as the monster designer for this particular series. I would say that most of their correction definitely looks incredible. I really like how Hirotaka Tokuda as a chief animation director corrects how Jinwoo actually looks like in the anime, and overall I really love how Jinwoo actually looks whenever it's Hirotaka Tokuda is being in charge as the CAD. As an example, the preview image itself definitely looks good. This is the Sung Jinwoo that I would like to see in the anime, and he looks very good. So yeah, CAD Hirotaka Tokuda. Next up, we have animation directors. I will not be able to go through each one of them. I do not want to drag this video longer, but basically what they does is they are going to be correcting animation cuts that are being sent to them. Basically, key animators will be making the animation. Animation directors will be responsible to correct each off-looking model, off-looking cuts. So they are going to be checking and correcting each individual cut that they are being given, which is why there are a lot of animation directors and animation director assistants in this particular episode. It seems like there are a lot of cuts that needs correction here and there. I mean, like, this is an action episode after all, so it's not really weird to see this much amount of animation directors and their assistants working on an action-packed episode. Overall, again, I would say that it's going to be a pretty nice looking episode because the content itself, I would say, is definitely hypeable, I guess. Now for action animation director or action director for this particular episode, Takafumi Tori. Alright, is it quirk? What is action animation director? Does this have any difference with animation director? Yes, kind of. Basically, Tori will be specializing in directing fight scenes, ensuring choreography is smooth and impactful, and will work closely with animator to enhance high-speed movements, camera angle, and fluidity. Fun fact, this is also their directorial debut as action animation director in Solo Leveling. Previously, in season 1, episode 11, this particular person worked on one of the most insane looking cut in the entirety of this show, and now working as action animation director. Hopefully we will be seeing one cut or at least a bit of their work in this particular episode, because Takafumi Tori's work in season 1 episode 11 looks incredibly well made and I am loving it. Other than that, there's actually one more person that I would like to see showing up in this particular episode, and it is Yoshihiro Kano, one of the big name in Solo Leveling, and I am looking forward to see their cut in this episode because this is a high priority episode and no way they are not participating in this particular episode. So Yoshihiro Kano, Takafumi Tori, please shock us with your amazing mind-blowing cuts in season 2 episode 6 of Solo Leveling. Thank you very much for watching this video. It's pretty long, I know. I mean, like, this is one of the most hype episodes so far, one of the, I would say, could potentially be one of the best animated episode in the history of Solo Leveling for now. And yeah, those are basically it. I am hyping this, I'm glazing this because I am pretty positive this will be the cinema of Solo Leveling season 2, and I am pretty positive that Kikuchi, the episode director, will not disappoint us with such a hype, such an highly anticipated episode in Solo Leveling community. So yes, those are basically it. Thank you very much for watching this video. Really hope you guys enjoyed this good news video because I really enjoyed making this. So I really hope it will reach to more of you guys out there. I really love making Solo Leveling videos. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. Please do let me know what you guys think about this stuff list. Are you guys hyped or not? And I will see you guys in the next Solo Leveling video. Goodbye.